Okay, so today we're doing an activity called That's You. So I need Donkey, I need your table to scoot that way. Everyone else stay where you're at. Scoot that way with your desk. Walking areas. That's all. Okay, so here's how this works. I will. I did this with my L as well. I think it's one of the cool activities there is. Oftentimes, you're not in a. You're to look at the percentage of time you spend giving specific compliments to someone in comparison to the amount of times you spend teasing someone. What would you find in middle school it would be weighted more towards? Think about your peer group and your friends, the way you socialize. Justin, where is it? Teasing. If you were to compliment someone, think about if you and your friends every day made just 3 compliments a day. If every time you saw someone, you said 3 things about them, what would that do to your relationship? Would it feel totally, what would it feel like?
I mean, this is a question.
Yep.
Does sarcasm?
I know, that's a really good question, Tony. No, that was really good. That was really a smart question. How do you feel right now? I think that answers your question about if sarcasm counts. A sarcastic compliment is not a compliment. But thanks for asking. That was really good. Okay,
I just feel really, really awkward when coming face to face, or like just
right. It feels awkward talking face to face, and you have to ask yourself why. Why have we, and it's not just you, it's my generation too, why have we created a culture that boys to boys, girls to girls, boys to girls, like when a boy goes up to a girl and gives her a compliment in middle school, they're like, dude, there's like so much embedded, implied what that means, where it's like, no, we're human beings and it feels good to get a compliment. So, here's your today. Just put it off. Okay, I'm going to choose 4 people to be selectors. Okay, let me tell you the job is first, and the rest of you have your heads down. I will then mention some different categories of information. You will walk around and tap the person lightly on their shoulder as a slice. Okay? So, I'm going to say some categories, and 4 people will walk around the room, and if it applies to a person in the room, you go and tap that person. So if I say something people with brown hair, which I wouldn't say, you just go to everyone with brown hair, and Hannah and I would be left out. Okay? Here's brown hair issues. Okay? So, but I'm not going to do brown. I'm going to do all personality things. Okay? Okay, so, is he someone that, and again, back to Tony's question, is sarcasm good? No. I mean, if this is basically someone that it actually applies to. Krista? Okay, so I think people who would be these selectors. Jenna, Krista, Ricky, Edon. Okay, so you guys go to the corners. The rest of you guys, it's kind of like heads of 7-up. You just put your head down. Please don't look. Donkey's doing the age-old 3rd grade one where you look at the person's shoes. You heads of 7-up to identify them.
Wait, can I define a conflict this might have?
What's that?
Well, that person might think that he has that character trait and he doesn't get tapped and he might get all this.
Exactly. So Ricky's already going to the reflection phase. If I say something you're not picked, you have to look at A. It could be that the 4 people here don't think that about you, or don't know that about you. You take it personally, or just realize that they didn't notice you because your head was down. Okay? So I'm going to try to do a variety of different categories. So ideally, everyone is recognized for something, but it's possible that not. Lana? You just tap anyone that applies to you. You'll see about my categories.
You're only allowed 1, right?
No, you tap as many people as apply to. Yeah, so it's not like it's. So
if you tap, do you stand up like?
Nope, you sit there. You just.
No.
If you're tapped, no, it's not thumbs. If you tap, it's because you can be tapped. If I think it's true about Uno, but Jenna also thinks it's true, but Chris also thinks it's true. Ricky and Edon, you might all tap Uno. So Uno might get tapped 5 times in one category.
Oh.
Okay, and it might be that in one category, 12 out of 14 people get tapped. What needs to not occur is if anyone there's any physical harm done or pinching or anything. Thank you. In case anyone knows who you're talking, I appreciate the physical demonstration. A lot of it. Yeah, so we'll be different selectors later.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to get like 20 categories total. All of you should be tapped at least once. If not, then...
You are so too bad.
You are like...
That's life.
That shadow.
But you should all get tapped. Okay, so head down. Okay, there's a trust piece. Hun, we're not doing that. Put your head on. Okay. So, first category is someone who made you laugh this year. Next category. No, keep your head down. Keep your head down. Next category is, okay, someone who you don't talk to on a regular basis, but seems like someone would be fun to talk Next category is someone who will.
Miles.
Someone who you would feel comfortable giving money to and trust them with their money. Who's someone you can give money to and you'll trust them? Next, someone who you saw this year bring someone up for being sad. Someone was sad somewhere in the school, and someone in this class actually made them feel less sad. Okay, next. Okay, next one is someone who would be cool to travel with. Be fun to travel with. You can try to use your voice to travel with. Next, someone who is a good partner to group with, and you can get a lot of work done. Miles, over here. I need to sit down. Okay, next one. Next one. Someone who actually knows a lot more about school than they sometimes show. So again, someone who knows that they're actually really, really strong at school. They actually know a lot, but sometimes they just don't show it. But you know they're really strong. Just for whatever reason, they just don't show as strong as they really are.
Also, like they seem dumb.
Okay, next. Someone who you see struggles but never gives up. They struggle but they never give up. Okay, so put your heads up. Okay, we need now. What would be a reaction someone would have? And now we need to change situations. Ricky, can you sit over there and sit me? And can you sit Hannah, please? Next to Hannah and Jenny, can you switch seats? Okay, so what are some negative things that occurred? Something that should only be a positive. I try to think only things that are actually positives. Okay, what would be something that was negative about that? Took it away. Huh? Right, so if they're going to get tapped, will automatically feel negative. Okay, there's hopefully a chance that all of you were tapped at least once. Okay, and hopefully you would feel good about just that. There's some people like, oh, there's 7 categories I didn't get tapped for every one. Instead of like, wow, there's 2 things that I was really good at. Check yourself right now and see like if you're a person who wanted to be tapped for all 7. What's another thing you're thinking, Hannah?
Maybe like some of them, like if you did negative, like the people who maybe aren't like all the positive ones, they don't know that. They think that they're just they think the opposite of what you're.
Give me an example of one. So like one of the categories was someone who made someone feel positive.
It's like all around. If like someone's mean and nasty and they don't get tapped for any one of the positive ones, they maybe think that they maybe think the same thing that people who are really good that don't get tapped for all of them think, and they think one of us. Well, I get it.
So, but I see where you're getting to. Can someone paraphrase what she's saying? Ricky? Possibly, we kind of see this word.
Possibly, it's like I think one of the last ones that you did was like people who don't really show like at school.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like maybe they might think you didn't get tapped, so they might think that they're stupid. Like they don't see the good side of you.
So they might interpret the language when I said differently.
So they might be pessimistic.
So like,
So they're trying.
so someone's mean and nasty, not really a nice person. They don't get tapped for any of that, right? But then there's the nice people who don't get tapped for all of them, and they think, oh, I'm the mean nasty person.
Right.
But
Okay,
the nasty
stress.
person didn't get
Right.
tapped. They think
So, but those are 2 totally different people.
yeah.
But based on this, they might think they're actually the same as someone who actually is not. So is this an activity that is a summary of your entire personality? No. But a little thing like this for some of you, you could overthink it and like go home and be depressed. Okay, it should be something that's only positive but positive. Ricky?
This activity is about what people think of you, not what you actually are.
Exactly. So people, it's perception versus reality. Okay, perception versus reality, that's a big piece. We also, who are the 4 people that were chosen? So Don, Krista, Jenna, and Ricky. This is the perception those 4 people have. That's the perception of 6th grade, the school. Your closest friend might be a better assessment of who you really are. Okay, so I need 4 different people. 4 different people. Naomi, Hanan, Justin, and Meg. Okay. So some of you right now are thinking, why didn't I get picked? That's a personality trait you need to get over. Okay? So, is this equal girls and boys?
No.
No. Good gender identification. Well done. That's correct. But I'm tall, so I can't put you. Okay, so head down. You can't just put your head down on the table. So you can't. What's that? What's that? No. Yes. Awesome. Head down. Or is it doing so you're not looking through your crack? It's like it's a heads up 7-up trick from 3rd grade. Not what you did. I'm just saying it's been done. Back when we had rainy day recess back in. Head down, Miles. That was a check. I know. Okay. So first topic is somebody who, if you were at a party, they would be the people that got everyone excited and energized. Someone would be like someone who's like the life of the party and would bring a lot of energy to the room. Next, someone who, if you were outdoors, you want them to be with you because they could probably help you survive. Someone who can help you survive outdoors.
Wait, Mr. Brennan, do you mean like survival or like?
What do you think, Uno?
Miles, please. Okay, next. If you're stranded on a deserted island, who's the person you'd want to be there with you? Okay, next. Who's a person you could tell a secret about yourself and they would not share it? A secret about yourself and they would not share it. Who's someone who would be a good manager of a company one day? A good manager of a company. Okay, I want you to picture everyone here. Picture them in 20 years. Who here do you think will make a good parent? If you're playing a game called Trivia Night, where you have to know a lot of trivia, who would you want on your team? If you're having a trivia night. Trivia night means you know a lot of facts about the world. Facts about history, English, current events, science. If you were being picked on, who you would actually stand up for you if you were being picked on? Heads up. Now, what if we did it opposite? What if we did only negative things so you could do some self-reflection?
Oh yes, I would do that.
Okay, so I need 4 new choosers.
Wait,
Jalen, Feruza, Lana, Miles, Foster.
Wait, we're doing negative. Wait, Miles. Oh, I just called Mr. Vernon and Miles.
Hands down. Okay,
Wait, is this all negative now?
all negative.
How many people can you have?
Is that you tag his names in a flash shoot?
I was like,
Miles, hey, Lana, come here.
Oh my gosh,
Heads
like,
down.
Dad.
Heads down. Heads down. Heads down. Heads down.
Sorry.
Okay. First question is, who is somebody in this class that bullies other people? It's nervous that people laugh at that. Who's someone in this class you don't want to work with because they actually always move around in groups? Next. Who's someone who has bad hygiene and is actually annoying to be around because they don't take care of their body properly? Number 4, who's the single last person you'd ever want to be on an island with? Number 5, who's most likely to get divorced when they get older?
That's hard.
Who's someone, if you were interviewing them for a job, you would never give them a job? Okay, go ahead and heads up.
Wow, that was so unexpected.
Okay, so compare the two.
I didn't know.
Question for you. Raise your hand if you never got tapped.
Oh, no one was.
I told them they couldn't tap anyone. I had to say, there's no way in the world I could have you. Why can I not actually have you do that?
Because then everyone would be down on yourself.
Yeah.
And there's like people who are
Okay,
doing
what was it? Miles said I don't care. What was the first thing you said we put our heads up? The first thing you said we put our heads up. First thing you said I didn't get tapped.
Yeah, you were someone who didn't. You were actually the first one to
You
raise
were
his hand.
very verbal about the fact that you really didn't get tapped.
No, I said I wouldn't.
I'm very surprised.
Okay, I'm just okay, so my point is, why can you not as a teacher do that?
Because then you would obviously. Well, first of all, you were like sort of tattletale. You would have like told your mom, and like the chances of like you might have like your status might like go down.
Oh, me as a teacher, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a bad. No, I mean, yeah, that's bad. What else? Why is it bad? I have a question though. Why is it? Is there any good here or your negatives? Could I have done that in a way that's positive? Any thoughts about that, Hannah? Let's guys all take a seat.
I have a bad
Take a seat.
of like why you can do that because if I was like best friends with all 4 of those people that I was tapped a lot, then I would be like, why are you guys? And then I would be mad.
Right. It puts a ton of pressure on those 4 people. Those 4 people, and like when they raise their hand, they didn't know they're going to be the ones who had to pick the negatives. That would have been horrible for them. What else is good or bad about that? Or how you can make it better? Krista?
Something good. Some things like some of the things that you said could be something that someone needs to work on.
Right. I have a question for you. Those of you seated, did any of you, when certain topics are brought up, think, oh my gosh, I hope that's not?
Oh yeah.
Because there's an element where you can actually argue that whatever goal I wanted for you to think about a little bit was already accomplished. You could say that I actually accomplished a goal. Those of you who didn't think about, oh, that's never going to be me. But imagine if you were picked for one of those. Okay, next question. Which one of those 6 that I brought up is the one you'd have been most hurt by if that was how you were labeled? Which one of those would you most hurt by?
Well, I'm pretty sure there was some
Yeah. most insulting.
I wouldn't have been given a job.
Yeah, I wouldn't hire for a job. Another insult on Fruza.
The last person to.
The last person on an island.
Yeah.
Why is that one?
Well, I don't know who Paul's on.
Oh, maybe that's because they want you to live. They don't want you to be alone. They want you to be out with the society. Oh, that's
Maybe you
good
could
positive
try
stuff.
to
Elon.
Yeah,
Okay, listen, Elon, the worst one.
Just the worst one.
Why?
That means like you're like a terrible person.
Oh.
Well, it
Okay, now.
It means that the other person's a terrible person and you don't like them anymore.
Hold on with words like terrible.
No, you can just
Hold on. My parents were both divorced, so you're saying my parents were terrible people?
Well, there were trash good.
There are peoples at this class whose parents are divorced. Are you saying their parents are terrible people? So, okay.
Then you're just saying the other parent is terrible.
The other parent-
They're not terrible. They're
Okay, I think you guys understand a little bit differently. There's a problem. Your idea of what divorce means is different than what actually might occur, Caleb.
Like, they're not the best together because they keep fighting, but they're really, really nice people.
Right. You could be wonderful, amazing people, but you're just not a good fit. You will go through life and come across many people that are divorced. Get ready for it. How many in America get divorced?
50%.
50%. So that means there's a very good chance when you go to college, half the people you will meet will have divorced parents. And if you see them and automatically you think, oh, you have terrible parents, or they're terrible people, be very careful. Granted, I think what Don's saying is nobody right now, your age, plans getting divorced. Nobody gets married plans getting divorced. That's not something you go into. You don't give the vows, I promise to, try for a few months and probably get divorced. No one has that as their vows. Ricky?
Well, the divorce is like a sort of a math equation. It's like 2 plus X equals 5, right? So just slowly, like, you go 2 plus 1, like 4. It doesn't work out, so like you have to change again. So 2 plus 2, that won't work out, right? So you have to change again. So it's 2 plus 2.
And actually, what Ricky's alluding to, one of the reasons why it's 50%, I don't know if you mentioned this, but one of the reasons why it's 50% is some people get divorced more than others. So if 4 people never get divorced and one person gets divorced 4 times, how many divorces is that? 4 out of 8, that's 50%. So you can actually, the numbers can be skewed.
So you just married, like,
Yep, that's how
Then if you marry divorced, okay, so why the parenting one wasn't a bad one? Why is that? Why if you're a horrible parent? Because if we do that with a horrible parent, we just a good parent.
You're not a horrible parent. You're just
Okay.
I'm some are.
So, okay, grab your giver books. Grab your giver books.
I need to